Hi, this is Christelle Martinet, and this is a video on sex, love, and rock and roll for the month of December 2015. And Christelle Martinet is declaring December 2015 as International Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll Month around the world. Now, with that, I'm opening the floor to a series of readings for different zodiac signs, and we're going to start, and I'll reference this video underneath in the description, and I'll be putting the times for each individual zodiac sign. It's a new format for this sex, love, and rock and roll. We'll see how it is, see how it goes. I have here with me as you can see, I'm getting very good at this, I guess, the Casanova Tarot, and I'll be using on top of that the Vera Sibilla. Now, let's start with you, Aries. See what the month brings. International Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll Month, December 2015. Now, Aries, there's there is, yes, sex, love, and rock and roll. There's love here, there's sex here, and there's a little bit of thinking about the past in the month of December. Most of the month of December, you'll be thinking, you'll be seeing films, you're going to be seeing sort of like scenes, flashbacks, revisiting times when you were with a certain person, you were with a particular person. This is going to be inevitable for the month. And I have to say that, all right, we have here, just to give you an idea, we have here the Ace of Wands. We have the Star, Major Arcana. Yeah, you can see that. Where, oh where? There you go. And then we have the Six of Cups. All right, now I'm going to continue. Okay. All right, wow. Big times are here for you, Aries. All right. This is going to be a tough one. A very tough one. All right. Again, the theme for you has come up, that came up at the beginning of November. There's choices to be made. This is the Lover's card, the Major Arcana. Next to that is the Queen of Pentacles, a very practical woman, as you can see. And this is the Hermit, our Hermit, with a lantern, trying to make light of a situation that is not clear for you. Now, with this Three of Pentacles here, I'm seeing you alone. You're not with a partner, okay? Of course, there are many of you who are partnered, but it will be a month of solitude, even within a partnership. You'll be feeling that. And many of you, if not most of you, will be considering a change if you're partnered, moving toward a different partnership with another person. And there's a very strong sexual pull there. There's a very, very strong pull. It's a very spiritual pull. There's a very strong sexual pull. There is a very strong communication between you, this other person. Now, this Lover's card is mirrored by the Hermit. Now, I started by saying that you will be alone. because it will be a month where you have to seriously take decisions. It's not only in the past that you are looking toward, all right? This is a moment in December that you're trying to seek out light for your future. You're going to try to spend time thinking about how it could be. How it could be. Is that spark still there? How good will they be in bed today? Will the feeling still be there? All right, these are the questions that are going to be on your mind, Aries. And yes, okay, I said that you're alone and that even if you're partnered, you will be alone. You'll be spending a lot of time with your head, thinking about your issues. You're going to be thinking and trying to make clarity with the stars, trying to make clarity in what you think about that person, the other person. And what I'm seeing here is that there is I keep saying it, there's a special communication with this person, special link, there's a special bond with that person. It's a very passionate bond. It's a bond that makes you even go more within, and it's not a bad thing. It almost seems like a contradictory. It always seems contradictory that you have such a strong pull with this person, but that person is making you go within. And it's, we have the Queen here masturbating, all right? And there's going to be quite a lot of that, men or women, this month of December. And it's going to be brought on not by the person who's near you now, but your thoughts, your reveries, your beliefs, your imagination about someone else. The month will be leading you to a decision. The month will also be leading you to more clarity. The month will also be leading you to take a look in the future to see what it could be. Do I see myself with that person over me in bed? Can I see that person give me pleasure? Will he or she be able again to make the magic? Okay, so what we're seeing here, this is International Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll Month, December 2015, Aries. And for this month, you're going to go within to think of the possibilities. And most importantly is not whether that person can give you that spark, but whether you yourself have it, and decide whether you still want it. What can it help me? How can it help me? Would it be complementary? Will I be able to grow? Okay, this is what I'm seeing here. And it has to do, it is all around that spark, that pull, the passion, the unbelievable burning desire to be together. It's it's very difficult to say, because December seems for you, Aries, a month where you're going to be, half of you is in the past and half of you will be with the light to the future. The hopes and dreams exist, and you're looking for answers in the stars because you're looking at a different plane of communication, while at the same time spending much time alone and finding your own pleasure, even just thinking about it. That Ace of Wands invites us to enjoy that and perhaps even push away into the future any choice and try to enjoy the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Aries friends, I do hope that this is will help you then celebrate International Month of Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll, December 2015. Namaste, my friends. It was a pleasure. Bye-bye. Hello, Taurus. We are about to talk to you and your situation in the, not in the boardroom, in the bedroom, for December 2015. See if we can get under the cover information for you. Undercover information. All right, let's see. Oh, we have something so interesting here for you, Taurus. We have, first of all, our Justice card. The Justice card, next to that is the King of Cups. King of Cups, the King of Cups, our Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, Taurus. What a month. What a month. The Knight of Wands. And the only minor arcana that doesn't have, is not a court card, is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, this is a man looking through the looking glass at a woman as she disrobes. Now, there are a lot of people here. There are quite a lot of people here. There are 4 men. All right, pages can be women as well. The Page of Pentacles, and indeed it is, and it's a very slow page. We have, first of all, a situation whereby Justice is mirroring this Six of Pentacles, and what I'm seeing is that the situation you're in with a loved one or a hot partner is getting you to change your mind about quite a number of things, about how you view partnerships. And you're all of a sudden considering that perhaps you could be around this person for quite a long time, you know. Now, there's a certain element of voyeurism in this Six of Pentacles, in this sense that you are playing the game, you're playing a mind game, whereby you're trying to see yourself outside of the relationship. You're trying to remove yourself from this very hot relationship. But you're so drawn to it. You're so drawn to it that it's hard for you to remove yourself and consider it from a more objective point of view. Now, if I play this game, what I'm finding is you knowing full well that it ain't just sex and rock and roll, knowing full well you're very much involved, and at the same time moving toward this situation at such a regular pace that you're going to go right through the entire story. Now, what am I seeing here? There's fear here that you will cross the line of sex versus love, and you really fear that once you speak of love, the sex will lessen. Okay, these are all fears that are going on in your mind. You're tossing them around, and it's very interesting for me to see the Justice card that tells us, well, you know, it's high time that it happen. But then it's also interesting to see the Page of Pentacles here and reminding you that not only is it sex and rock and roll, it is also love. But here, it's an invitation to keep your feet on the ground. And, you know, you're passing through that doorway where you see that there is a possibility of categorizing things. This is this, this is that. I know what sex is because I go in, I have an orgasm, I relax, I enjoy it, I know that's sex. And you're toying with the notion that there could be a difference. And is there a difference? What am I doing? It's a very complicated month for you, Taurus. A very complicated month, a very interesting month. It's full of growth here, full of growth, full of passions. Now, what they're suggesting is that you step away and come out of yourself and see the situation. And we see in the cards that this is difficult. All I can say is that you try your best, Taurus. It was a pleasure. I hope this has helped for your sex life, your love life, and your rock and roll in December, International Christelle Martinet month for Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll 2015. Bye-bye. Hi, Gemini friends. It's your turn. Let's see what is going to go on for the month of December with you. The full moon's coming up again in Gemini, the 25th of November. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. I think I'm going to give that up. Okay. Wow. Gemini, you've got some, it is love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. And you're ready to fight for it. Now, let's look at these beautiful cards. This is the Queen of Cups. Not only the Queen of Cups, we also have the King of Cups here down at the bottom. I'll show you that right away. The King and Queen of Cups. They both came out before the new moon a few days, 2 at a time. Then we have here the Tower. We have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Our Seven of Cups. Now there is this theme again. Voyeurism has come up. The Seven of Cups. She's bathing, and in the looking glass, in the mirror, we see a man spying on her from the door, as if we were doing it, you know, as if we're looking through a door. That's the Seven of Cups. We have the King I showed you, and this Five of Staves, Five of Wands. And you see this is Ponte Rialto in Venice, and they're battling it out. Now, this is, you know, we've got the King, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, this Seven, lovely. You know, this is another theme that came up with another sign, Gemini. This is, you know, you are in the heat. You're in the heat. That's no doubt about that. You're in the heat of the moment, and what the Tower is speaking to is such a surprise for you that you were lying dormant for so long, and all of a sudden you're overwhelmed with these feelings, these emotions, and what it is, what's happening to you is that you're finding that you're coming alive. Gemini, you're starting to come alive. You think, oh, I thought all of those thoughts were lost. All of that love was lost. I thought that I would, you know, never feel again. You know, and all of a sudden in this, you're being overwhelmed, and you are telling yourself that you will stop at nothing. You want that at all costs. You want that person, you want that feeling, and you want to keep that feeling. Okay, now what is interesting here is that when you look at these cards, you get the moment, you get the impression of stability, as if nothing were moving. But then if you look closer, there's a battle here. There's a latent battle, and that will be coming up in your future. It's the Exit card. What do we have? This is a slow trot with the Cup. It's moving slowly, but you are ever so overwhelmed. And then we have this, this spying the person, because you want to hide and see if you could understand yourself, because that is a looking glass. What you're really spying on is your, how can I put it? You're spying on your self-spying. You're spying on your self-spying, as if you're trying to understand what's happening to you. What is happening to me? And you're looking at your object of desire and trying to understand what you're feeling. It's such a lovely thing. It's a very lovely thing. And it's going to play out with this overwhelming feeling. And you know, you really do need to enjoy it, knowing that you're going to, you know, you're ready to fight for it. It's almost as if you're coming alive again for the first time, you know. My God, I thought I was dead, you know, my God, this, and could it be, you know, that it happened again? It happens again. Is that a possibility, Gemini friends? It's coming around a bit. It's coming around again. It's coming around again. Gemini friends, the month of December for you is going to be a challenge between you and yourself and all that, those feelings that you have. Namaste, my Gemini friends. Have fun. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Cancer. Let's see what's up here with you this month for this International Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll month of the year, 2015. Let's see. The month of November, for those of you in the United States, happy Thanksgiving coming up. For those of you around the world, I guess we're out of Scorpio now. We're going into, or we're about to cross into, or we're in Sagittarius. We have the full moon coming up, the 25th. It's a very difficult time for those of you who, like yourself, have some pull with that moon. It's a full moon. So let's see what this time brings. Let's see for you. I've done 3 readings. This is the third. Aries, Taurus, Cancer. Cancer, so far, if you're not getting it every day this month, nobody is. Okay, you're poised to be very appeased. Poised to be appeased this month, Cancer. And I'm speaking to the lot of you. It's a general reading, of course. Now, we have here the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, this is a very odd card. A very odd card where the women are without masks and the men have masks. We have again, has come out the King of Cups, our lovely Empress just basking in the sun. Lovely Empress. We have our Ace of Wands, big phallic symbol. We have our Lover's card. We have the Lover's card here. And lo and behold, we have the 9 of Cups. Every man's dream, maybe. Now, there are just sweet times here. You are just blessed with such smooth, sensual energy this month. Smooth, sensual energy this month. It's as if, what I'm seeing is as if you have sort of made a decision that it's time that you relax and enjoy every single minute of it. And this is what you're doing this month. There's abundance. There is abundance right before you, and it's at at hand's reach, at arm's reach. You just have to go and get it. Now there's this element of choice, and this is the element that this is the choice that you have made to now, from now on, you're going to enjoy every minute of it. It's like as if you brainwashed yourself and you want to leave all of the past behind. From today, you're going to enjoy it. Now, of course, Cancer friends, this King of Cups speaks very, very loudly here, sandwiched in between these lovely ladies, the Empress and the women on the 3 of Pentacles. It's a very calm king, a very kind king, a very complacent king, and a king that has a certain power. Okay, this is the idea of accepting your sexual role and enjoying it, consciously deciding to enjoy it and leave your mental masturbation behind will serve you very, very well this month. Very well. I can only say, Cancer friends, that I wish all of the signs had these cards. Namaste, my Cancer friends. You're going to have a very pleasant month. Hello, Leo. Hello, Leo. We're going to be talking about your month, this International Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll month of December 2015. See what's going to happen for you. And I can hear you already. You're there saying, oh, what can happen? Whatever happens. Okay, those of you who are non-believers, let's pick ourselves up by the seat pants and start listening up, because, you know, it's going to be a brand new day. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. The month of December. Okay, all right, it's a challenge. We have a challenge. You want a challenge? It's a challenge. You are, all right, let's start with this 10 of Swords. We've got the 10 of Swords now. It's the end of a long battle, and we are tired. We are very tired. We've got the King of Pentacles, completely clothed, holding on to that pentacle. We don't even see the person's nose. This is a shroud. This is a king shrouded in a costume underneath a cloudy sky. A very stable person, though, but a very hidden person, a very mysterious person. We've got this 6 of Cups, reveries, memories, love, passion, an eye to the past. And we have this 8 of Swords, the 8 of Swords. Poor Casanova who has a disease, who has contracted disease, and the doctor is trying to help him. We have the 2 of Wands here. The 2 of Wands. This is a card of delight and not antagonism, but it is a passionate card nonetheless. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, so we have the Ace and the 2 of Wands. All right, now you're at odds. You're at odds with your economics. Is money, sex, love, money, and rock and roll. Sex, love, money, and rock and roll. Okay, so you know, it seems to me that you're almost trying to overwhelm yourself with other activity because you just don't want to talk about it. There's pain here. There's pain, 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 because of a very strong, strong feeling that you had. And it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. You're going to try to see other people. You're going to try to have sex with other people. You're going to try to completely, trick yourself into thinking that you're happy. You know, the sex that you have with somebody else is going to satisfy you. And you'll do that. And there will be quite a bit of that for most of you. All right, but what I'm seeing here more is a situation where you do have a very, very a hand that is pulling you down. You know, you're battling it out with your soul. Your soul is, on the one hand, trying to forge a different picture for the passions that you have. You know, this fire sign, Leo, come on. There's this passion that you need to play out. It has to come out. It's burning, 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 okay? And it needs to see the light. It needs to see the light in any way possible. All right, you are torn between the past. There's no doubt about that. The pain of the past. These are mirroring each other, the Ten of Swords and the Six of Cups. And these are also mirroring each other and knighting each other. This pain and hurt, the Eight. Poor Casanova, who's sick, literally. But here we have this pleasant respite, you know, this Two of Wands. And, you know, it is that song, you know, I'm thinking of the song Love the One You're With, you know. Trying to remain in the present. It's always very difficult, and it's easy to say. Christelle Martinet is speaking, you know, she's not experiencing it like you, but there is a lot of truth in that, trying to live the day and trying to live in the present, because or else those moments will be passing you by. And here there is the promise of passion with someone else, and the continuing promise of passion with the Ace of Wands. And it seems to me that for the most part in the month of December, you're going to have the past looming before your very eyes the entire month, and you'll be wrought with memories of the past, and then escaping finally to enjoy yourself. All right, that's going to be a very brief moment, though. It's going to be a very brief moment, and for many it will be only in your mind. But do visit it. Go there. And try to have, you know, try to lighten up. Leo friends, namaste. It was a pleasure. Hi, Virgo friends. Let's see what happens to you, Virgo. For the month of December, we've got here, like I always say to everybody else, this is the Casanova Tarot. It's been a month, all the other readings, quite interesting, but very individualistic, very different one from the other, very different so far. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what we have for you. All right. All right, now, okay, we have the Lover's card has come out for quite a number of the signs here, and you have it here as well. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands here. We have the Queen of Pentacles, very practical woman, as you can see. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, this is Casanova. Anybody who knows about his life, one of his lovers was from the religious order, and it was pretty well known, that story. So this, you know, the forbidden fruit, and we have the lovers here. And there is a lot of talk, okay? This is the Empress. All right, there's when I say there's a lot of talk, what I mean is not banter, blah, 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 blah. What I'm seeing here, this is the Knight of Wands. Okay, now I'm not seeing talk, talk, talk. Okay, we enter with the Wands, Eight of Wands, which is very fast, and we have the Knight of Wands outgoing. They're both very fast cards, almost as if something's going to come in quickly and leave quickly during the month of December. In terms of love, I see you here as alone again. I see you here as alone, the Queen of Pentacles, being more living the sensual notions, entertaining those sensual notions of someone, there is a certain person that just lights your fire. You cannot deny that. And although you would like to eat the forbidden fruit, it seems here that you are brought, the Virgos that you are, to want to make a choice. Even just in your head, you need a choice, because or else you won't be able to relax. And then what we have here, we have the card, the Empress card, that's telling you that you need to let those thoughts go. You need to liberate yourself from the notion of having to make a choice. There's no need. There really is not any need to make a choice. You can enjoy both. And what I'm seeing here with this, the Knight of Wands, is that all of this happens within 24 hours, it seems. You know, it all in the space of a day. It happens very quickly. The whole month passes as if it were 24 hours. So, you know, what I'm seeing here is that you've got to really savor it, every second of it, because that forbidden fruit, you take this flash decision, to make a choice, no fruit, you know, between the forbidden fruit and something else, and bypassing the idea of letting it go, and you're wrought with a certain urgency. These Eight of Wands are the you that are urgent. Everything needs to be urgently done. And you want to put an end to something just so you can relax, just so you can still your mind. And it's as if you're going to cut your nose off to spite your face. But unless you can take that attitude and just nurture others, because this is what the Empress does, give it away. Give it away. Okay, and this is, you need to relax, you need to relax, and you need to relax. A friend of mine said, if I relax anymore, I'm going to kill somebody. I know, I understand. But you know, sometimes you just have to relax. Sorry, Virgo, I don't mean to make light of this, but it's telling you to be practical. It's telling you not to worry about being alone. It's telling me that there really is no need to choose, and it's telling me to adopt a wider net. You know, cast your net much more widely. Namaste, my Virgo friends. It was a pleasure. Hi, Libra. This is Christelle Martinet with a reading for you for the December 2015 Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll. Let's see if I could just spread these cards this way and see what we could find and see what they have to tell us for the month of December for you, Libra. Ah, you've got a power pact, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Libra. Oh my. Something's happening to you. Okay, look. All right, now, out of 6 cards here, we have we've got 5 major arcana cards. It ushers in, the entry card is the Death card. Okay, this person and facing death. Very interesting. All Right, then next to that we have the Temperance card. The Fool card. The Hermit card. Our Two of Pentacles. And the Chariot. Whoa, 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 whoa. There are, Libra, this month for you is just revolutionary in your activity, revolutionary in the way you've taken a decision, all right? And I've seen this with another sign. You've taken the decision to no longer act as you have been until that month, until December. You've taken a conscious decision and have thought, okay, now enough of that. We're going to start doing something new. And you're actually planning it out with the Temperance. You're planning it out very slowly but surely because you want to start. This is a pondering. This Fool card is a Fool card that is protected by the mask. And you can afford, you feel, to play with sex, to play with relations, to play with love. You're starting again, okay? And you're starting it with a lot of pondering. This is premeditated hunting. Right? Then we have this Hermit card, which is so illuminating in reality. It's so illuminating because it's showing us that outwardly you are playing this game of let's begin again, come on. And instead what you're doing is you're testing the water so you can see how far you can push that envelope. All right. And what's interesting is that the entry card is the Death card and the exit card is the Chariot card. You know, as if you are interested in transforming, and you do that. You have already done that. You come into the month quite changed in your mental programming and start planning the strategy. Really, though, going within to see how you can test the waters sexually. Now, I've jumped over this Two of Pentacles. I'll talk about that last. And then we have the Chariot that sees you rounding up again, rounding up your energies, grasping them, pulling them in. You know, you're pulling them in and start thinking again because you're going to start planning again. It's as if the month of December for you is going to be a risk. You know, just let me take the risk. Just let me try it. Go. Let me try it again. And what we're having here, we have this Two of Pentacles card, and this is a card of what it shows is there are couples. 3 different couples in the room, and rather than being a swinging scene, it's 3 couples really engaged in themselves. And although they have the ability to see each other, they really are not. It's as if it is one couple imagining 3 different scenes and play the imagination that the high level of sophisticated imagination that you're bringing into the bedroom this month is phenomenal. And it will serve you well because when you are ready with that Chariot to leave the month and rein it all in and pull it all in, you're going not to be soul searching, but you're going to study what has come down as if you're going to see the film again, and you're going to see, well, what went well, what worked well, what didn't. And what's interesting about this is that it's a game that 2 people play, and that 2 people are in agreement to play, because you start pushing buttons and really testing how far you, and it's such a sensual game that you play. Imagine if now I see you with, what about if you did this, and what about if you did, and it just sparks your passion even more. But as I said, you will be reining that energy in again, because it's a window of opportunity that you allow yourself for one moment in the month, but it takes a lot of planning, and it's very interesting. I'd be curious to know how that plays out, Libra friends. Namaste, and have fun the month of December. Hi, Scorpio friends. I'm here. I pre-shuffled a little bit, and I pre-shuffled, but I'm really lazy here. I can't even hold them in my hands. I pre-shuffled a little bit, and I'm trying to finish them up shuffling. I'd like to... Alright, I've been trying to practice, but I don't have the patience with that. Alright, Scorpio friends, let's see what is in store for you for the month of December. Sex, love, and rock and roll. How lovely. Ooh, we got some changes. Changes. We are getting ready. Very interesting. Oh la la. Ooh la la. Oh la 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 la. Let's look at these cards. We've got the Temperance. The Temperance overflowing with water. Just temperance and smooth flowing with the water. We've got these almost swingers here. The Two of Pentacles. 2, 2, 2, like Noah's Ark. This suggests a swinger scene, but as you can see, they're so engrossed in each other, the three couples. Now we have the Seven. The Seven of Wands here. Now, this is an out-and-out duel. And what is in store for you this month is not a battle with yourself, as I tend to say to Scorpios, but something more, something different. This is the Four of Cups. Now you have to remember that these are much different from the Rider-Waite cards, so the meaning and what we can glean from this card is quite different. Then we've got this beautiful Judgment card. Look at that. Look at that. He has a mask on, judging her. And lo and behold, we've got the Strength card. This is the Strength card. He has a mask and she has no mask. Okay, the women typically here, none of them have masks. Now, what stands out here, Scorpio friends, is that of all of these moments of truth, because what we're seeing are moments of truth, this Seven of Wands, a duel, a battle, you're ready to fight. And fight you will. And it's a funny kind of message that I'm getting here. You're so impassioned and emboldened about your passions. You're getting more and more desirous and really reaching out to touch and taste those desires and sensual pleasures that you've been thinking about, visualizing, smelling, feeling, that now you're ready to even fight for it, but not fight for it in the way you would think, Scorpio. You are going to fight with that poor person. You're going to fight with the desire of the object of your desire. And this Seven of Wands is reminding me of a cartoon strip that I saw on I think it was Linus or Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown's friend came and said, you know, I met a little girl with red hair, and she was so cute, and I went down and I want to go talk to her. And he says, well, yeah, what did you say? Oh, I told her about what I did. I told her about that. I told her about this. And then he said, well, I didn't know what else to say, so I punched her. Now, this is, you're going to fight. All right, you're going to fight, and it's sort of like a, you know, it's the indication of your passions, all right, and that's very difficult to interpret, but fighting, battling comes from passion, and it comes from passion when you cannot play it out in a sexual manner. And what I see here is that there's been a lot of watching, a lot of arm wrestling, who's more powerful than the other. And I'm talking about sex, and I'm talking about love here. And dreams, and even attempts at having fun with other women and men, going out and living it up. In your mind, this is what you want to do. That Two of Pentacles. Swing any way you can swing it. Okay. But what I'm seeing is the entrance card is Temperance. And that is not your nature. What I see is a tempered way of bringing in the conversation, of enjoying playing out your sensual pleasures with other people in a different manner. But what you're truly interested in is giving that person pleasure just by the talk. All of this has been playing toward a moment where you are ready to give that person a punch in the nose instead of talking about it and having sex. Very odd, very odd, very odd. But the Four of Cups is here as well, and the Four of Cups does augur well, because what do we see? We do see conversation, actual conversation, an actual face-to-face in bed. Ah, hurrah, finally. And the moment of judgment has come. All right, it may come the month of December. The moment of judgment will come because you will find your strength. Namaste, my Scorpio friends. I do hope this has helped. Bye-bye. Hi, Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. I've pre-shuffled a bit, and it's your turn to talk about how this International Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll month of December 2015 is going to play out with you. Let's see what's in store. Six of Cups has come up other times with other signs. Okay, very interesting. We've got, this is an interesting month for you, Sagittarius. Ding dong, ding dong. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, and that's a very passionate card coming in. It is the entry card. And we have the exit card, is the Ace of Cups. See that? Ace of Cups. All right, what do we have here at the top? We've got the Six of Cups. Reverie, past, thinking, remembering, pondering. Then we have this Judgment card. The man here with a mask, passing judgment. We have our Knight of Cups, again with a mask. Two knights. We have the High Priestess with a mask, a black mask. And you already saw that Ace of Cups. Okay, Sagittarius, there are fun and games here for you. There are fun and games, but there's a very serious matter, okay? You're going to be seeing a person who's very important for you again, and you haven't seen for a while, a person from your past who you never never have forgotten. It's going to be so lovely as well. Finally, you know, after all of these dreams, and you're coming in with the passion. All right, now this Judgment card tells me that it has been long, you have long awaited for that moment, and that this is finally the call has come. Right, this is a final call. All of you, Sagittarius, are you ready to go back to that person who you really love and who you really love to have sex with and have a wonderful relationship with? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, this is the call. Then we have this this Knight of Cups is a knight who's very serious, very, very, very serious. And you know that it's going to hit you in a very serious way. You're not afraid about it. You have thought about it a very, very long time, because this is the person that you were with in the past. And I would say probably you've had another person before that. You just got out, right, Sagittarius, for most of you. This is a general reading, of course. You have ended a relationship about, August, September perhaps, and but the person before that is the one I'm talking about here. It was a very difficult, very passionate, and a serious love. There was intrigue, and there was passion. And the High Priestess is now telling me that now is the time, this is the moment that you can be together. For some reason that you probably wanted to remove yourself from that situation because it wasn't working out for some reason. And it wasn't that painful. It was not that painful at the time. You did have another person, and you did travel, and you did good things, and you did love, and you did think you loved them. You did have good sex with them all the time, never forgetting that person on the back burner. And what I'm seeing is December, it's coming around again. I said that to another sign, that you're coming around again with that person. And this is a person you're going to carry into your future. The sex is wonderful. The sex is absolutely wonderful with this person. You like to play games. There is a game playing here, where there's sort of, I would like to say that you both have, like, your switches, both of you. You like to have both roles, the dominant role and submissive role, and you like to invent games to play in the bedroom, and there's a lot of complicity here, I'm saying. And even though the month of December may not bring those back into the bedroom, you're going to return to speaking about that person and remembering those times. And this is what is going to bring you back together. And it's very interesting. I do wish you well. Namaste, Sag. Bye-bye. Hey Capricorn, I haven't forgotten you. Ooh, the first time that two cards have fallen out, I'll let them go. I haven't forgotten you. Now, let's see, in the month of December, what's going on with you? Move these out. These cards, I'm going to pick them as they go. I'll pick the cards and put them down. You've got a lot going on. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 Capricorn friends. Ooh. I would like to be in your shoes. I should be so lucky. I should be so lucky. Mamma mia. Cosa c'è qui? Now, look at this. All right, we've the first two cards that have fallen out is our Justice card and the Temperance card. So already two major arcana. So something is coming that is about time that it come. You know, this is the time that it has to come. First card, entrance card, is the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. The Wheel of Fortune. Next to that is the World. This is the fourth major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Then we have this lovely, lovely card, the Seven of Cups here, where there is a man looking in the mirror from the door and watching this, spying on this woman washing herself. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles, very practical queen. Then we have the Three of Wands here. Three of Wands that are a burning passion, a very strong bond. And we have the Four of Swords. Now, this is different slightly. This has a different connotation, this Four of Swords. It is, yes, arresting, but this, we have a place where it seems like there's a prison. This person is made to rest against their will, and they have to stop. All right, now, what I'm getting here is a sort of a lot of movement here, a lot of movement. There's travel here. There's the tables are going to be turning. There's travel. People, there's someone in particular that is interested in you who has not made his move yet. A person you know, a person you have wonderful sex with, has not made his move yet to come back. Okay. And this month of December is probably when they'll make a move, because they may use the excuse of Christmas, the Christmas holidays, and try to hook up again. And that's not a bad thing, because you really, really enjoy having sex with them. What do we have here? But in the meantime, I see the practical queen. You're trying almost to guard yourself too much from that particular person, because, you don't want to depend on having, you would like to have another partner. You would like to enjoy sex as much as with him, or her, with another partner. And failing that, just go the masturbation route. That's okay. What I'm seeing here, though, is this Three of Wands that is just too much for you. That you won't be able to stay away. It is really a strong pull that you have. Sexual power and desire is such a strong desire, especially when the chemistry is so strong. Now, before I go to the Four of Wands, the Four of Swords, sorry, these two women, these two cards, the Temperance card and the Justice card, are telling me that you really don't need worry, because it's a moment in time when there can be this comeback. It's a moment in time where you yourself are ready emotionally and psychologically, and you should not fear the outcome, how it will end up, but enjoy it. Just enjoy it. All right, now, this Four of Swords is telling me that you can take a rest and you can relax. The suggestion is to do that once you have allowed that person in again, and once you have picked up that activity again, sexual activity. Or they're telling me, the Four of Swords is telling me, If you don't, if you decide not to go back and please yourself and stay away because it was just too hurtful for you, this is telling me that it will be a moment of rest, forced rest. Okay, it will herald in a moment where you're going to be alone. All right, this is going to play out in the sense that you're going to have to go within for quite some time, because you're going to have to understand more about yourself. But, you know, with these beautiful cards, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana, the Queen of Pentacles, you know, the lovely Three of Wands. This is a month where you have abundance, and you have, you know, these are very, very protective cards. You're worldly, you know, you've grown over the months. You can allow yourself to go into that situation again, and don't fear the hurt. All right, Capricorn, namaste. It was a pleasure. Aquarius, Aquarius, I'm mixing the cards. Aquarius, you too, I have not forgotten you. We're talking about Aquarius, sex, love, and rock and roll, the month of December. As I do this, I can see your eyes, very piercing eyes, looking and waiting. Let's not wait anymore. Let's not wait anymore. Very, very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. You know, I know, again, I'm going to say I should be so lucky with these cards, but all that glitters is not gold. You know, we do have a moment here that is a difficult moment. What do we got? We've got the Sun as an entry card. The Sun. We've got the Page of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. The King of Cups. And we have this Ten of Swords. And the exit card is the Magician. Very interesting, these cards. We have the entry, the Sun, the exit is the Magician. And in between, we have a mixed bag of tricks, I'm going to call them, because you're hiding. You're hiding your strong feelings for someone, and you've put up a barrier between you and them. Again, here I see a pull that is greater than a sexual pull and a romantic pull. I see here a spiritual pull, a strong spiritual pull. And there is this Ten of Swords, and it's speaking to fear, because of the strength of the emotions that you're feeling. Okay, and I know this is sex, love, and rock and roll, but what I'm seeing here is that strong spiritual pull, because there was a moment where you had this relationship was playing out on a material level, passion, love, games played, going out, seeing each other, and then nothing. And that left you completely disoriented. But on both sides, and I know this is a general reading here, remember that. It will not resonate with everyone, but on both sides, what I'm seeing is that the pull is so strong that you're going to come closer and closer and closer together. Fear not. Fear not, Aquarius friends. We're blessed by the sun and the magician. The magician's saying that you have the power to be able to, you have the power to manifest whatever you want. Let's remember that. And what happens is that the mask needs to come off. In order to manifest, we need to bare ourselves. You actually do have to take your clothes off and bring yourself to the moment of, of truth with this person. All right, this is a story that has given you much pain. All right, but there is a strong, strong bond here, a very strong bond. And I feel the pain. I do feel the pain. But when I see the sun come in and I see the exit card as the magician, Aquarius, pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Come on. That's past pain. Enough. That's the 10. The 10 of Swords. It's gone. No more. It's finished. Ease off the mask unless the other person wears a mask as well. And then you play a game. And you both enjoy the game. All right, so it is a game that is played with two people, not only one person. Okay, this is a game that, if played well, you can manifest, truly manifest your dreams. Aquarius, namaste. Have a lovely month. Hey Pisces, I've left you for last again. I am so happy that you are my last, because I always save the last for best. Don't tell anyone else. I have two sisters, and while I'm shuffling, I'll tell you. And as we grew older, we admitted to each other that, Dad said that I was his favorite, and then, oh, but he said that to me too. And then the other ones would say, oh, he said that to me too, and we would laugh so much. And then we when we grew up, we realized that we should have studied our dad, because he was a male, and we would have understood so much more about men. I'm only joking, Pisces. Okay, let's see what's in store for you for the month of December, the internationally declared by Christelle Martinet month, Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll month. Oh, poor Casanova. Sick, his disease. All right, let me show you these cards. Oh, you've got some interesting cards here. Interesting cards here. Pisces. Very interesting cards. Very interesting cards. You're in for a change. You're in for a great surprise as well. All right, this is the 8 of Swords. This is Casanova, ill with a disease. He's romping around. He's caught something, and the physician is there. We have the Justice card. This has come out about 3 times, 4 times. This is the Chariot. Okay, this is Temperance. All right, and this is the 7 of Pentacles. And this is the Death card. Look at that. So interesting to see the male lying down and the woman facing him as the Death card. It almost seems mute. Now, what's interesting about your cards here is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana out of 4 cards. And this generally, for readers, this signals an important moment of important happenings, occurrences, changes. And they are indeed changes with this Death card, right? There's changes at the level of love and sex. Very important changes. We're coming in from the entrance card here is a card that tells us we're coming from a viziato past, a past that is has been ill, okay, a sick past in terms of your sexual nature, the way you acted, in terms of the sexual activity that you have entertained. It has not been up to par. Okay, so we're entering the month with that knowledge. We know that. Okay, Pisces, we know that. And we accept that. Now, what you're aiming for many of you, there will be travel the month of, well, it stands to reason. I mean, Christmas is coming up, but there is travel, actual travel, because of wanting to go away from that situation. And for many of you, you want to travel exactly toward this other person, this person. You want to travel toward the person that who you have been pondering for so long. All right, so what do we have here? Let me see if I can make heads or tails of it for you, because it's very, very, there are two energies here. There's an energy that speaks to wanting to be balanced in terms of your sexual activity. You're trying to temper your passions, and at the same time, you want to charge ahead, but are blocked. The Chariot speaks to me as being stable, moving, not moving. For many of you, this means an out-and-out travel to a place of pleasure. You're going to take a trip for pleasure. All right, now, it's mirroring the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is reminding us that if you're not ready to take a step, don't take it. And you would do well to stand your ground. But we have the Seven of Pentacles here, and indeed the Seven of Pentacles is speaking of, it's speaking of enjoyment, of pleasure, of something that, how can I put it? What is bringing you toward this person? You're at odds with the decision that you have to make, precisely because the way you view interaction with them is of a highly, not perverse, but a highly refined, I would say, a highly refined nature. You have a description in your mind about the type of relationship that you've had with this person and the type that you want with them in the future as being highly refined with, okay, I'll say it, with rules and regulations, with a specific, map as to what we want to do. And you're planning. You're still, it's all in your head still. It's all in your head. And it's the month where you're going to finally take the decision that it's going to completely change. I'm ready to risk my sexual relation with this person by saying, okay, I'm going to put it on the plate. I would like this, 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 and this. Is this something that you can handle? Is this something that, you almost want to rationalize it out? It's something you can't do in the realm of love and sex like that. I'm saying you can't. Don't listen to me. You can do whatever you want. But what happens? What happens is that you get so caught up in the idea of planning it out that nothing surfaces the month of December, which is a shame. And I'm reminded that something has to die before it is reborn. Okay, and that is where the message is. Pisces friends, I do hope you enjoy your month of December. Bye bye. This is Christelle Martinet.